Hello there, Gemini. This is Michelle B. Usually I do my readings facing the other way around so you can see my face, and I just pull the cards up so you can look at them as I go. But this time I thought I'd do it just a little bit differently and see how you all like it. Where I have the camera facing down, add a nice piece of felt. I'm relaxing on my bed the way I usually like to, but this time instead of it being in the morning, it's the afternoon. And I'm sitting here next to my little boy. He's home for the afternoon, clicking away on his computer. So when you hear the clickety 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 clicks, you know that it's just my little boy enjoying himself watching Flamingo on the YouTube. So, and then I have windows open because it's a beautiful afternoon, and so you can hear all the traffic driving by. I live downtown, so there's a lot of cars that go by. So forgive the noise. Let's go ahead and have a good reading, right? I'm going to see what comes out, but if you resonated with the title, then that means there's a good chance there's a message for you. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed if you have not already done so, because I post readings for you 2 or 3 times a week. Only the two this week because I am busy painting a house and also recording monthly videos, so swamped, but having such a good time. Okay, Gemini, let's see what kind of messages come out for you, and then we'll see what it's going to be all about as I go from there. I'm going to wing it. We have all kinds of stuff coming out for the different astrological signs. Okay, so we got the Seven of Wands and the Justice card so far, which are I think they're both referring to feeling like somebody is judging you from the outside and you got something to prove. So there's that. Okay, something to prove. You got an axe to grind, you got a chip on your shoulder, you got to prove yourself in some way. And I feel like it has a lot to do with some childhood baggage, some parental figure that's like telling you what you're doing is wrong or whatever. They've got pretty strong ideas about right and wrong, and they're telling you, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. And what's happening is that it's preventing you from reaching your full, abundant, successful self. And so that the cards want you to challenge this. The cards want you to challenge the ideas that were planted, even if it was lovingly, right? Even if that parental or adult, influential adult had really good intentions when they put these ideas in your head, it's still something that just you have to leave behind. You have to move past in order to be able to learn and grow. So instead of, I feel like each of these wands is like a little nitpicky voice inside of you that's speaking to you and telling you should do things this way, you shouldn't do things that way, and those voices are preventing you from being able to do the things you really want to do and do it the way that you really want to do it. Now, this could be regarding regarding any aspect of your life. It could be regarding relationships, sexuality. It could be regarding your career. It could be regarding wanting to go travel. It could be regarding just wanting to lay around and stuff. It could be regarding you're already home with the kids and you'd like to go out and have a career. There's this conflict, this dissonance. What I'm seeing is a dissonance between what you want and what you think you are allowed to do, because someone told you that you shouldn't want what you really want. What do you really want, Gemini? What do you really want? It doesn't matter what it is. Look at this. I see love. I see love coming out. But this is more than just love. This is all about the youthful, naive attitude that you can do whatever you want whenever you want. It's like the vibe that you had when you were a teenager and you like really thought your whole world was ahead of you. You can still have like a huge life where you have the potential to do anything you could ever want to do. It's all there. But yeah, as I was just about to say, the potential for anything you could ever want is still there. Even if you're 60, 70, 80 years old, you could still do amazing things. I've seen examples of 90-year-old nuns that walked across the country, that walked across the continental US because they wanted to. I've seen examples of 80-year-old men I've seen them. I've known them personally. When I was going to, when I was getting my undergraduate degree, there was an 80-year-old man that was in some of my classes working on his undergraduate degree. You can do anything you want, and it doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late, okay? You don't have to prove to other people that you are some good, solid person because you keep your nose to the grindstone doing things that you don't really want to be doing anymore. That Six of Cups coming in the upright position are saying, let yourself be an irresponsible person for just a little while. Let yourself be youthful. Let yourself be young. Imagine that you had a parent that would back you up. I have another kid in here on the other side of the room. Imagine that you have a parent that's backing you up and saying, whatever it is that you want to do, I will support you with it. Like, you need somebody that's gonna have your back while you're exploring all these beautiful options in the world. And that's what you got to do for yourself. You have to reparent yourself. I'm going to go ahead and take this deck over here so I can get a little bit of an outcome. I just want to get a little idea. Like, if Gemini chooses not to make any changes in their lives and keeps going at the path that they're on, whether the dissonance that I referred to is happening between what you want and where you are, if you just keep going that way, keep doing the same stuff, just because you want to prove to yourself that you're a good person, or prove to other people that you're some like good, solid, responsible person or whatever. What is the outcome for that? We got the King of Wands. The outcome, it's like, okay, you could become a master at whatever it is that you're doing. I see that this wand and this wand, they're both like, whatever it is, you're becoming a master at whatever it is that you're doing. So we have that, right? So, and the King of Wands is not immature. So there you go. Hey, I contradicted myself, but that's okay. So there's that. Like, if you keep up the steady work at what it is that you're doing, you're going to be a master at it, and your life won't be so bad. All right. What about if you go ahead and follow that fantasy that you're afraid of, that it keeps coming back, that you think that is irresponsible, or, you know, just so far out or whatever? Okay, we've got the Magician and we got the Five of Swords. So the Magician is definitely a good sign, because he's a person that creates anything he wants. All right, so there's a lot of magic in the path of going ahead and allowing yourself to do something really irresponsible, allowing yourself to do things. I'm not talking about hurting anybody. I'm talking about doing what really makes you happy, what really gives you bliss, what makes you excited. Even if other people look at it and they're like, why would you even sacrifice like that? Sacrifice the stability, sacrifice the comfort that you have. So there's a lot of magic in it. The Five of Swords is like, there's still a lot of fear. Okay, there's a lot of fear attached to the idea that perhaps other people would take advantage of you. All right, if you took a chance or take a risk of stuff like that. So that is going to be there. But if you want to go ahead and do what you're intending anyway, I would suggest journaling your blocks regarding, oh God, I don't know if you can hear that off in the distance. There's a car alarm going off. It's just the way it is this time of year. Anyway, journaling your emotional blocks regarding doing what it is that you want to do. Anytime a piece of fear, a little bit of fear starts creeping up into your consciousness, you're going to notice that, you're going to write it down, and you're going to balance it out, like you're reasoning with a frightened child, because that's really what your ego is it's a frightened child that just wants to be safe. So that's what you're going to have to do every time the fears come up. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the fears that will block you from success. But either way, it's okay. Either way you choose is okay. You're going to be all right either way. It's just there's a lot more magic and fun. The Magician is also the Gemini card. Gemini. The Magician is also the Gemini card in the archetypal personalities of the tarot. So this is where I leave off, Gemini. Thank you so much for being with me today. If you loved this reading, first of all, make sure and subscribe. But also, I've got a couple links to tips because I'm not monetized yet. In the description box below, there's a link to my Venmo and my PayPal. If you want to drop a couple of bucks, that would be great. That will help to keep me going, keep me excited, and make me feel like I'm on the right track with my life purpose at this time. I love you, Gemini, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.